Hey everyone, remember me? It's Bridget. I am so glad to be back. This video is going to be my attempt to kind of reboot my channel. I have not uploaded in several months now, but instead of the traditional Hobonichi 2023 unboxing that I had recently kind of teased on my Instagram, I've decided that we are going to go well beyond that. I have too much to share, too much to chat about, all the paper, all the pens. So instead, I'm going to title this video All the Things, Episode 1. Let's just get right into this. Hobonichi 2023. All the things. All the things. Okay. For Hobonichi, 4 main products that I chose for 2023. 2 A5s. These were the covers that I landed on. Both beautiful, super happy with both. 36 views of Mount Fuji, I believe is the title of this one. And if you followed me for some time, you know I always like to have a creative journal going. It's my version of a scrapbook, modern day scrapbook for memory keeping. And in the past couple, 2, maybe 3 years, I've used the Cousin Avec for that. But I decided to switch things up for 2023. And the reason for that is that in the past, I would only use the daily pages of the Cousin Avec. I would try to come up with a use for the weekly section and the monthly section. I was never consistent. It ended up being what I felt like were wasted pages. So this year I'm going with the Hobonichi notebook, the plain A5 notebook. I ordered 2 because they are approximately the same thickness as the Hobonichi Avec. So my thought process obviously is that 2 notebooks would be equivalent to the Avec. So in this cover, I have a plain Hobonichi notebook. Since I'm still in the Avec for 2022, I'm going to go ahead and complete it. And I'll be starting this at the first of the year for creative journaling. So future videos, you know, I'll be setting this up, so to speak, and it should end up looking like my previous years, just without the unused weekly and monthly sections. Now the other A5 that I chose is the Tokyo Metronome cover. Again, beautiful. So many cute little details. And like many of you, I could not resist the English version, right? First year ever offered. I love this back pocket. First year English Cousin has ever been offered. I had to try it. So I've not done any setup yet, but this is the full year English Cousin. And I repurchased 2 of the pencil boards that I had already had last year. They are both from the Sol Lighter lineup that was offered in 2022. I just love these. Just gorgeous. So I went ahead and grabbed 1 more of each. So those are the 2 A5s that I chose for Hobonichi for next year. And then for the weeks, I chose this to be my on-the-go, like stays in my purse, handbag, backpack, whatever I'm leaving home with. I took inspiration from Sarah Martinez here on YouTube. I noticed in some of her videos that she had pasted in some custom end papers into her books, and I just loved the aesthetic of that. So thank you for that inspiration, Sarah. I went ahead and pasted some end papers into this standard Hobonichi Weeks, and this is a vinyl sticker that came from the new store I'll be sharing next. I've not, well, I guess I have set up the monthly section. I have not really gone into the weeklies yet. I've still been using my 2022 book so far. I did go ahead and set up the monthly sections in terms of birthdays, appointments, you know, things like that only. Haven't really done any other decoration or any other customization yet, but it is that season, so I'm just working on it a little bit at a time. But the primary purpose of this book is this monthly section for me. Just having it with me when I'm out and about. So if I am, say, at the dentist or, you know, somewhere where I need to schedule an appointment that may be 3-6 months down the road, I really rely on a visual glance to set an appointment. I've, over the past year, for the first time, started using the calendar in my iPhone. And I do heavily rely on that now, and I do sync it weekly with my paper planner. But there's something about having the visual of that monthly layout that my brain just needs when it comes to future planning. This week's is honestly a splurge. It's a bit of an experiment, so to speak, and really just for fun. I've never consistently used 2 weeks at one time before, but since I've been using Hobonichi for several years, I've always been curious about the sneaker, and I've never actually pulled the trigger and ordered one before. So this is the Sneaker Weeks Mega. It was offered in navy and a really pretty bright red for 2023. I obviously chose the navy, and it did not disappoint. I love the way it feels in the hand. I've kind of started setting it up, have not completely moved into it yet. I'm thinking of making it like a self-care type journal. So I've set it up with a couple vinyls on the front. This vinyl sticker also came from the new store I'll be sharing shortly. Grabbed this one off of Etsy. I've had my eye on this forever. Just cracks me up every time I see it. Same inspiration from Sarah. I went ahead and pasted in some custom end papers that I thought complemented the navy cover, and both of the end papers that I used in my weeks came from an old Paper Lovers book. Let me, hold on. Okay, the Flow. I couldn't remember that name without looking at it. The Flow book for Paper Lovers. Every time I go in Barnes & Noble, I take a peek to see if they've come out with a new one of these. I don't know if they have, and I just keep missing them, but I've not seen another one since I purchased this one, and it's been several years ago. But I loved this one so much that I ended up going back and buying another, so I had 2 of these. It is just a freaking brick of paper loving goodness. And so I chose my end papers from this book. If you happen to know like where to, you know, get these. If they've done more recent ones, please let me know in the comments, because this is so much fun, so satisfying. Okay, so that's where those end papers came from. And then this is also the first time that I've ever picked up one of these little page keepers. I decided to give it a try since this book does not have the sewn in bookmarks, which ironically, I don't use those anyway. I always just cut mine out, and I normally use a pencil board as my version of a bookmark. I thought I would try the little page keeper. You just put the little free pocket that comes with the weeks in the back, tuck it in there, and then there you go. So all I've done so far, laid down a little washi. Since I had self-care in mind, I jotted down a couple definitions that resonated with me that I found on the internet of what self-care actually means. And other than that, I've not done any setup, I don't believe, other than putting these down. Now, since this book doesn't come with the ribbon bookmarks, they include these little repositional tabs. All I will say, they include 3, and I laid one down to mark the monthly section, one down to mark the weeklies, and then I put the third one to mark the start of the memo, with this being a mega. You can see the amount of memo pages is significantly more than what comes in the standard weeks. But okay, standard memo versus mega memo. Look at that. Since I'm not really using this yet, I can't tell you 100% what my opinion is on these tabs, but so far I will say I don't necessarily hate them. I don't necessarily love them either. My prediction is they'll be gone within a couple weeks, but we shall see. I wanted to give them a try first and, you know, just see how they roll. Those are the 4 main products that I'll be using for 2023 Hobonichi. Thing 2, new store. Now, a good friend of mine is living the freaking dream, okay, of opening and running her own stationery store. She opened it earlier this year in Pella, Iowa. And it's a beautiful brick and mortar. If you happen to live, you know, in that area within driving distance, the name of her store is Pella Paperie. I think her handle on Instagram might be the Pella Paperie, but the website is just papermademedoitig.com. And she started it earlier this year, brick and mortar only. And then just recently, she has expanded online. So now that she has her website set up, she is now able to ship. Since the shipping and online orders is brand new for her, she is initially beginning with US orders only. But at some point, likely within the next year, she will be expanding to shipments beyond the US. But now that she's able to ship, that opens a whole new world, right? So I placed my first order with her around Black Friday. She had a sale. So I placed an online order with her. And she was so generous whenever she shipped my order. Not only did she include the things that I purchased, she added in some extras for me to show you, just give you kind of an idea of the variety of things that she carries. So I bought the couple vinyl stickers that you saw already in my weeks. Actually, she sent both of those as extras. This was the vinyl sticker that I had ordered in my order. Nobody cares. Love this. I need like 10 more of it now, but this just cracked me up. So I ordered this vinyl sticker, and they're very good quality. They're like very thick, so, and they're waterproof. They could be used on anything, paper, you know, journal covers, water bottles, laptops, etc. And then she sent some other vinyl stickers for me to be able to share with y'all, just kind of give you an idea of her variety. She has one that is of her store logo. So didn't that turn out sweet, y'all? She's doing a great job. Pella Paperie with a little pencil. So that's her store logo. They see me rolling. I'll spare y'all the rest, but if you know, you know. That was hilarious. Ew, David. Pothead. True crime all the time. Yes, please. Self-explanatory. Book hoarder. She has pages and pages on her website, and even in the short time that she's had her website active, she's constantly adding and updating. So if you see that something is sold out, don't fret, or you know, just you're going to want to plug papermademedoitig.com into somewhere, your phone, your computer, and save it and be checking back, because she's just now on the cusp of, you know, growing and expanding and constantly adding new things. Okay, I also ordered a bullet journal. This is the edition 2 that I was really excited to try. Lots of new features in it, and she ended up sending me a link because we were both looking for the blue version. Each year they come out with one color in addition to black. I think recently there's been a really nice kind of a blush pink. She may or may not still have some of the blush pink ones left, I'm not sure. But the blue has been really hard to find lately, and she sent me a link to it, so I grabbed it. And this is the one that I recently started setting up. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'll be going into that a little more here shortly. But this is basically identical, just black, so I decided to just keep it. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. I just decided, since I'm using the blue now, this will go in my closet, my own little stationery store, and be able to be used at a future date. So we got some Bujo goodness. And then she sent me these cute little notebooks. There's a set of 3 notepads. Each contains 50 pages, printed in England, but it's the Bates Motel. Norman Bates. Super cute. So there's 3 of those. She has several different like famous hotels, hotel motels printed, and then I believe there are also some variety packs. So these are like all 3 the same, and then there's some that have 3 notepads, but each one has a different logo printed on it. Those are really cute. Then she has some things that are not necessarily stationery, but just super cute, nice gifts. These are a couple cocktail kits that she sent. Gin Smash and Moscow Mule big fan of the mule, I already know. So I haven't opened these yet to try them, but isn't that just a cute, it's in like a nice tin, cute little gift. She has a lot of puzzles, nice gift wrap, planners, journals, notebooks, you know, your general stationery. This, however, is the big fave for me. This little beauty that looks like a large replica of a pencil sharpener. It's wood with metal detailing. Isn't this precious? It can be a pencil cup or scissors, stationery, whatever tools you know. So cute. Love it. And here's the thing, if she hasn't sold out yet already, she only had a handful of these left. So I think at the time she sent me this one, she said she only had maybe 4 left. I've seen these on other websites recently selling for $38. She had this listed on her website for $4.99. Yes, people, I'm talking 5 US bucks for this beauty. So if it's not sold out yet, it needs to be, because one needs to be headed to you. If she still has those 4 left, then 4 of y'all need to hop on there and get this, because she is just giving them away at that price. So very cute. So I will leave all of her information in the description box, including a discount code. So if you place an order from her website, pellapaperie.com, if you enter a discount code at checkout, just enter papermademedoitig, all lowercase, all one word. That will apply a 15% discount to your order. And at least as of now, she has not put an end date. We know that YouTube tends to recycle videos for quite some time. So if you happen to catch this days, weeks, or even months from now, as far as I'm aware, that code should still be active. So if you want to try her out and show her some support, I know she would appreciate it, and so would I. 15% off. Use papermademedoitig, all one word. Okay, sweet. Trucking right along here. Okay, who wants the satisfaction? Let's treat this like a to-do list, gang. Boom, boom. Okay, JetPens. Love me some JetPens. Okay, I had 2 small orders. And JetPens now, JetPens will get you. JetPens gets me. They have the feature on their website, if they happen to be out of stock of a particular item, you can go and click on an email notification. And so what had happened was this was my first order, and I grabbed another Pilot Kakuno. Y'all know I'm a huge fan. Yes, I have significantly more expensive fountain pens in my collection that I do absolutely love, but a Pilot Kakuno that you can grab for 10 to 13 US dollars, it just cannot be beat. I still reach for a Kakuno almost daily. And when I saw this one, it has kind of a translucent blue barrel. I had to have it because, spoiler alert, my 2023 lineup is all about the blue. I'm having a total blue moment for 2023. And I thought this would coordinate so well with my Hobonichi covers that have so much blue in them. So I grabbed the blue Kakuno, and I grabbed, it comes with one black, I believe, pilot cartridge. I went ahead and grabbed another box of the black cartridges because these are just so easy to pop in and out. You can get a converter for the pilot Kakunos, and I do have one in another Kakuno, but is this a click? Okay, yeah, sorry. Couldn't remember if it was a twist or if it's just a click. The cartridge cannot be beat for on the go. So what I'll do is just toss an extra couple cartridges in my pen pouch or purse, whatever I have with me on the go. And if you run out of ink in the middle of town, all you have to do is pop the cartridge out and, you know, pop a fresh one in. So grab some more of those. And I was very excited to see that JetPens had some Iroshizuku cartridges in stock. These are proprietary pilot cartridges as well. Konpeki it's kind of a classic color in this lineup, and I'm sure it might be old hat to a lot of y'all because it's been around for so long, but I had never purchased it. I'd seen it multiple times online, and in general, I've never been a huge blue ink fan, but at some point within the last year or two, I was sent a sample of Konpeki, and when I tried the sample, OMG, I was like, how did I already not have this in my arsenal years ago? It is worth every bit of praise that it gets. Later, I'll probably pop one in and show you on camera just in case you haven't seen it. It's a stunning, bright, beautiful blue ink. So when I saw that they had it in cartridge form, hello, had to have it. So all this goes together. And then this is how JetPens will get you. They have free shipping when you hit $35. Well, how convenient is that, right? This was probably 10 to 13. I don't know, another few bucks, another few bucks. I was like right there at the free shipping. You got to get the free shipping, right? So I decided to add this pen when I saw it to push me to the free shipping. This is a Platinum Preppy, which is even more affordable than the Kakuno. Very well priced, and also a very reliable, smooth writer, like, to me, underrated pen. And it's very similar in terms of, you know, it has, you can buy a converter, you can buy the proprietary cartridges from Platinum. I hope I've been saying Platinum. Sometimes I'll accidentally want to call this a Pilot Preppy, but if I did that earlier, forgive me. This is a Pilot Kakuno Pilot cartridges. This is a Platinum Preppy, so different manufacturer as far as I'm aware, made in Japan. But this was my thought process. Let me reach out and grab these covers one more time. Now, this cover, look at that. Isn't it just like made to be? Okay, so that was what I had envisioned for the Kakuno. Then, when I saw this on the JetPens website, look at that detailing. They have a set, or you don't have to order it in a set. You can obviously get them individually, but they have a few other colors, and all of the barrels have some different design on them. When I saw this design, I don't know if it's coming across on the camera or not. It almost looks like fans, but it reminded me of waves and water, and so I thought I'll get it to go with this cover. And y'all, I mean, isn't it just perfect? It looks like waves and water and here, love it. Here was the issue. It comes with one cartridge, just like the Kakuno. So there's what their proprietary cartridge looks like. It has like a little bead on the end, if you can see that. But I wanted to order a converter to go with it instead of more cartridges. And at the time I placed this order, the platinum converter was sold out. So I just clicked on that little email notification button, and when you know, it was probably less than a week that I got the notification, hey, your converter is in stock. So, the sucker that I am, I placed a second JetPens order, and I snagged the platinum converter. So, I haven't even opened it yet. Let's see if it looks just like your standard converter, or if there's anything unusual. Yeah, it looks very nice. But yep, just your basic cartridge converter. So this allows you to add your own ink from, you know, bottled ink. You just pop it in like you would the cartridge, and there you go. And same concept. This was like $10 or $11. I'm like, okay, JetPens, what do you have for me now so I can hit the $35 free shipping? I swear. So since I'm in the middle of this whole blue moment business, I ended up ordering this Rotring mechanical pencil. I love a good mechanical pencil too, and it's been a while since I've ordered a mechanical pencil. So let me make some room here. When I ordered the converter, I snagged this mechanical pencil, and if you can tell, it's just a beautiful blue right here with this whole blue moment business, and the blue Bujo, and my blue, where did it go? Oh, my blue Weeks. I'm getting ahead of myself on my little list talking about my 2023 lineup, but it's all about the blue. So my favorite thing about this pencil, and I do like it, and it's not as heavy as I expected. It's not too, it doesn't feel cheap. It's a nice pencil. It's just, I thought it would be heavier based on the design, how it looks. Anyway, not that heavy, easy to write with. Writes really nice. It's a 0.5 millimeter, but this is my favorite part of it. I hope the camera will pick it up. It's the section that you grab. I can't remember what that word is, but it starts with a K. What is it? Curling? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't laugh. It's basically where the metal looks like etched. Okay, and this is irritating me that I can't get it to focus. If I can't get it to focus on playback, I'll take a photo and blow it up and insert it here in the video so you can see it. But that's my favorite part of this mechanical pencil, is this metal section that has that. I'll also put the word on the screen if I can figure out what it is, that etching. So super nice. And then it's got the little dial at the top. It's on HB now because that's the type of lead that's in it. But if you purchase different softnesses, is that a word? of lead, you can adjust to remind yourself what is in the pencil. So it also includes B, 2B, let's see, 4H, which is going to be your really hard lead, 2H, H, F. I'm not as familiar with F as I am the H's and the B's, and then HB is where it is now. This cap advances the lead and pulls off to reveal a tiny little eraser. And where did it go? I went ahead and got a refill pack of the erasers on JetPens. Hello, free shipping. Hello, JetPens. So those are those couple of orders. Super satisfied with all of it. And I can't, I don't know how to describe this other than when I write with this, it feels like it makes my writing like architectural, like, you know, it kind of feels like an architect's pencil, if that makes any sense whatsoever. JetPens. Okay, Nico Neko. Let's get into this. If you're still with me, God bless you. I've missed y'all so much. I know everyone isn't up for the long chatty videos, and I totally get that. But for those of you who are, I'm thankful, and I'm just glad that I'm not the only nerd that just has so much fun with paper and pens. So Nico Neko, they have their own packing tape now with this precious design. If you haven't seen it yet, super sweet. And this was a little freebie sticker that they included. Cute. And then this was a sticker set that I ordered. I love these stickers that just, to me, have, I don't know, just a real chill vibe, just kind of dainty, I don't know, nature. So there's 2 sheets, and they're not, let's see, well, I was going to say they're not washi, but do they have a protective? Oh, okay. I was thinking they were stickers. I guess theoretically they are, but they're not peel away stickers. They're the print on type. Nice. That's even better. I have this is my smallest type of sticker that I have in my collection, is the print ons. So you just peel this back and place it wherever you want, and then take like a firm object. A lot of people use like a wooden stick, or you could even, I think, use your fingernail, but you just press it down onto the paper and it releases from here. So both of the sheets are identical. Love that. And then sweet packaging here. Let's see. And they always include a little handwritten note. Oh, that I just tore. Way to go, Bridge. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now these, I don't remember. These must be more freebie stickers that she included. Super cute. This looks like a storefront. Well, they both look like storefronts. Oh my gosh. They both have, oh, these are precious. They both have their logo. The little Nico Neko logo like on the window. So cute. Okay. And a couple stamps. So this one is type style, You've Got Mail. And this one is one that I've seen several times in the past. It's been around for a while, and I've always admired it when I see it in someone else's journal. It has start today. It looks like it's, you know, casual handwriting. It has the days of the week. It has the months of the year. And then it has numbers 1 through 31, moon phases on the bottom. So if you were to use like an undated journal, for example, you can stamp this out and then circle, you know, like today would be Friday, December, and then circle the 16. Or you could just use it as like background decoration because it's aesthetically pleasing also, but that's how it was functionally designed to be used. So looking forward to using that. Thank you, Daisy and Neil, for this order. And we are rocking and rolling, guys. It's Nico Neko. Okay, Nanami. That one just came. Okay, Nanami carries a line of notebooks that I have purchased for years now. They are so well made. They contain Tomoe River paper, goodness, and they're all the same style, but they have different sizes and different variations. So the Cafe Note, it's available in different sizes, like A6 and I believe maybe, yeah, A5 as well. I know this sound can be kind of noxious, but I want to show y'all. Okay, so they have a little cover and then it just slips out. And I usually keep these and store them in here on the shelf just to protect them. But this is what the Cafe Note looks like in B6 Slim. It has this really nice textured kind of cardboard-ish cover. And then some, they have blank options. They have their version of a dot grid. They have the crossfield I've purchased before. They also have lined or ruled. This obviously is the grid. And I love it because it's a very small grid. It's similar, I'd venture to guess, possibly identical to the size used in the Hobonichi Cousin, or like the memo pages of the weeks. So it's a small grid and it's just pages and pages. They are not paginated, however you pronounce it. They're not numbered. And oh, you know what? I do notice a change because I've purchased this several times over the years, and in the past there used to be a little section at the top that was about maybe ½ an inch wide that was not graphed, and it would be maybe split in the middle, so it was almost like a little header, and then you would move into the graph, but this is just solid graph. And then they have a border that's empty. It just goes all the way around. And they also include a piece of nice blotting paper with every notebook, which I appreciate as a fountain pen user. That way, if you put an entry in here in fountain pen ink, you know, on Tomoe River. Depending on the type of ink that you use and the size nib that you use, it could take some time to dry. If you need to close your book in a hurry, you can just pop the blotter page there and shut it, and it won't bleed through to other pages. So that is the B6 Slim, and each size and variation has a different color cover. So this is kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it's, I guess a maroon, like a dark maroon, almost a warm brown. I would call it a maroon. Okay. And then, okay, I got 2 A5s. Now this one I've purchased multiple times before. I know I'm a fan. It's the 7 Seas Crossfield. I say it's their version of a dot grid, but it's not a perfect dot like we're used to. They call it Crossfield because it's actually a tiny, tiny little cross, but from a distance, it gives the vibe of a dot. I'll show you real quick in case you've never seen it. Same type of cover. Beautiful textured cover. This is like a maroon too, but it's warmer. It's a little bit lighter and more berry than brown. It makes, this looks brown against this, but against something brown it looks maroon. But also, look how nice these corners are rounded. This is what I'm used to, more like the Hobonichi, where it's rounded, but it's that tiny round. This is larger than I remember, so that may be a little change that they've made. Comes with the same piece of blotter paper, and then here we go. Tomoe River goodness, 480 pages. And see, so at a glance it looks like a dot grid, but if you can get close enough, it's actually tiny, tiny, tiny little crosses. I hope that's in focus so you can see that it's tiny little crosses that are so tiny they read like a dot, hence the name Crossfield. So that's that one. Now this one is actually new to me. I've not ordered this style before. I think I have seen it before, but at the time I was ordering others that I was familiar with and just never added one to my cart to try. This is the 7 Seas A5 Micro Dot. And so it's similar in a sense that it reads like a dot grid, but they're calling it a micro dot because it's even different than just a plain dot. It has the same deep rounding of the edges like the Crossfield, same beautiful textured cover. This one is in navy, which, you know, hello, somebody might have to make an appearance like sooner than later. 2023. What do y'all have planned for 2023? I'm just going to be sitting and writing in my 50 blue journals every day. Micro dot. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. First impressions. Let's see. It's, how do I describe it? I'm gonna have to use this. I feel like almost like in an artistic way and not just writing. It's a little heavier than I would like for writing. where'd the crossfield go? Let me show you a comparison. I like my dots or grids or whatever on my writing surface to be as faint as possible so they're not distracting. You can see how these are more obvious, but let me show you why they call it a micro dot. If I can even see it. Yeah. If you look, it's not just a dot. It's almost like a bullseye with a dot inside it. I don't know if my lighting is good enough to show you, but if it's not coming across on camera, they have a picture of it on the website where it's blown up. So I knew this is what I was going to be getting. I just, you know, having never had it in real life, I didn't know what it was going to look like. And it's still beautiful, but I don't know, it's hard to describe. It almost makes me feel like it's blurry. It's kind of an optical illusion of sorts. Part of me wishes they would just come out with a dot grid, like boop, just a dot. Just a dot, and that'd be good. I probably won't be repurchasing this, but it's too good quality of paper to not use. So let me know if you've used it before in the comments. How did it work for you? Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, or if you have any suggestions of how it could be used other than straight writing. So that's the 3 notebooks that I got from Nanami, and then this is another repurchase because this is very affordable to me for what it is. It's a notepad, not a notebook, so it's bound across the top only, and it's glue bound, so these easily tear off. Look at that, very easily tear off. And it's ruled, but the rule is very faint, and this is what I like. I wish they would come out with a dot grid that was this faint. They're just plain dots, but you just have that faint rule for like a writing guideline. And it is Tomoe River, and it is, I can't remember if it's 50 or 100. That looks like it's going to be 100 sheets, I think, but it was only like less than $10, I think, like $9. And so for 100 sheets of Tomoe with that beautiful light rule, this, you know, underrated product to me. So that's the Nanami order. Boop. Okay, guys, I'm having so much fun, and I feel like I haven't even taken a breath, and I'm looking at the clock on my phone and it's been an hour. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could keep going. I don't expect y'all to be here for over an hour at a time, though. I know we all have lives, if there's even anyone still here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause it here, and that leaves a new Nolte planner that I got recently from Amazon Japan, my Bujo setup inside of the blue Leuchtturm bullet journal. It's the edition 2. More details about my lineup. I'm gonna save these for episode 2. Hopefully it will be, you know, several of these, but this really helps me to just be able to talk informally and chat and not have to worry about doing a lot of editing. I learned over the past several months of being away, one of the main reasons why I have not returned sooner than now is that once I go some, period of time without going through the whole editing and uploading process, because that is not a strength of mine, the longer I go without doing that, the more intimidating it becomes to even have to think about sitting down and editing a video. Technology is not one of my strong suits. I'm the pen and paper girl, So it helps me to be able to just do real-time videos like this that require little to no editing. So I'll just plan on doing episode 2 very soon, picking up where I left off. I will go ahead and mention quickly that, I'll just save all this for episode 2. If you have any suggestions of specific videos that you would like to see me upload here in the near future, I'm all ears. I know my channel has been kind of all over the place over the past couple years, however long it's been now. My niche is not just, Hobonichi or just notebooks. I love getting into fountain pens, creative journaling, unboxings, whatever brought you here in the first place. Just know that I appreciate you, and if you'll just leave me a little note in the comment to let me know what you're looking for, that'll kind of help me know, if I need to place a heavier emphasis on certain types of videos. But thank y'all so much for watching. I'm excited to be back. I hope you're enjoying all of your paper and pens, and I will see you again very soon. Bye, y'all.